It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Ducks will kick this away and start us off. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He's got it right near the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Let's it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The shotgun handoff here. Some hard running there through a tackle. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab made by the tight end. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he...
Ah, here he goes. He goes out the stiff arm. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The big tight end will not be denied. What a play.
this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Bursts into space. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Oregon. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's got it in the open. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Oh, here comes the reverse. He's brought down for a big loss. Defense swarming and not fooled at all.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Throws it to the right. He's got it near the end zone. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the 1st down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive.
29 Philly.
Looking for a man. but it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Look out, off and running. Touchdown, Ducks. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost a length of the field for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Number 19 sets a kickoff.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start with 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Back in motion now. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's got a man down the middle. We bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Let's go!
And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Looking to chuck it again. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right.
And here comes a deep shot. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Turner trying to create good field position. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking this guy anymore.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Catch made on the left side. What a stiff arm. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. On the move now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. Try to run it with the option. Oh, a fumble here. Can you believe it? The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking for a deep completion. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The Ducks are on the move here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage and a first down.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. 6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Fighting for the end zone, but doesn't get there. They'll spot the ball at the 3.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third.
They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking a sack.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's a wide receiver screen. The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle, and I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go, uses that vision to get this touchdown.
Point after, up and good. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they started short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. A crucial pick 6.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Automatic in the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's got some space here. On the move. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown!
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only one, but 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's good. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. It's a quick grab. Gets into space at the 50. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch the...
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He lets it rip. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Oh, he's bringing it back. Touchdown, Ducks. A big defensive score.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of this quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in front, and walks to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good.
28.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Running out of time in the pocket. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Look at that, he's still going. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Powering through the defender. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They become...
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
The hammer. Second down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Breaks free. Gets the first and still running. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or then check him out. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! What a grab by the junior.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
QB to the tight end for a completion. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion. And with that last catch, he's now over 150 receiving yards for the game. Big fella has been unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many tight ends do you think in one game can go over 150 yards receiving? This guy is a difficult matchup for anybody that they put on him today.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's the option play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against his defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First down. They're going to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The first play of the drive now, the beginning of the 41. Play action here on 1st down. The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. They misfire in 1st down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure, anything.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Throwing off play action. Catch made in space. Look out.
This quarterback has been in rhythm the entire game, and Chris, with this pass, he's got now over 400 yards on the afternoon. What a day.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's got it near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown,
Talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
See if they can convert the point after. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they bring him down right at the 20.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Well, finally, there it is. I mean, we've been talking all game about this guy and his speed, and it's about time his best run of the game. As we head down the stretch, he's going to have to keep that in mind.
He's looking deep here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
Scanning the field, it's Schneider. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Needs some important yards here on third down. A field goal try here would be from 59 yards out. Out of the gun now on third down. The receiver grabs it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And the Ducks with first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage. Second down play coming up. The play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone. And the Ducks are in the red zone now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Going for the touchdown here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
The Ducks come to the line with first and goal.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Oregon. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Touchdown, Oregon. Number 20 in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Oregon 56.
So So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. He's running out of time here. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down after a short gain there. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. What a snag by the junior receiver.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing. For a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone.
Black 24. Black 24. Cobra.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass. You've got to...
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
4th down, drops back, looking to throw for it. Quick throw to his receiver. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense really clicking.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for two to try to take the lead.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll hand it off. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over tie late here in the fourth quarter. And the offense win it right here. They'll be going to overtime. A quick throw out left, complete. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Ducks line it up with first and goal. QB keeper all the way. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Ducks! They jump on top here in the final minute.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense could not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. And looking to throw now on first down. Checks this down to the running back. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Chris, that's another big pass play, another milestone for this quarterback. That's now 500 yards passing on the day for the man under center. This is going to be one he'll remember for a long.
And they heave it deep downfield. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. He could go across midfield. And he goes down, but what a play to seal this victory for the defense.